Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know. Welcome to week 10 of the PPL, the Pokemon Premier League. And this week we are taking on RTK, my very good friend RTK, and the Portland Timbers. And this week is not a good week for us. With the amount of confidence that I came into last week against Raikou, it's basically the complete opposite this week. I thought I had a good matchup against RTK, but when I really looked at the team, I don't have a good matchup at all. He destroys me in terms of team matchup. So yeah, I'm not optimistic about this week. If I lose, I'm not going to be surprised. However, that's not the best way to think, because I put in as much prep as I could to do the best possible chance I could to his team. And yeah, I think I did a pretty decent job. I think I've built a team well enough that could potentially win, but we will have to find out. I made it decently quickly, but I've been doing little changes here and there, and I kind of want to make more changes, but I don't see making any changes that better the team that I'm bringing. So I'm doing this video because once I record this, that makes it official. This is my team that I'm bringing against RTK. Now, this is a decently important match for us because there are a fair few amount of teams that are fighting for 6th place, and the reason why that is important is because a lot of us aren't in contention for the title, the championship title, or whatever you call it. So a lot of us that are kind of in the lower half are really fighting for 6th place. One of those people that is fighting for 6th place is RTK. Our team and RTK, the Pittsburgh Pyroar and the Portland Timbers, have the same differential. They are tied on the standings for 7th. I am technically listed above because Pittsburgh alphabetically comes before Portland. I think if that's not the tiebreaker, then it's because I have like one more kill than he does. But this is huge. Also, if you remember, I said last week that if we win the rest of our games, we will end the season with a winning record. That is still a goal of mine. So we do need to beat RTK in order to keep that goal alive. Our goal of 6th place and of a winning record. So, can we do that this week? Can we do this? I don't know. But either way, I'm going to stop talking about all that, and we're going to start getting on with the team that I am bringing against RTK. So, I'm just going to start with the first thing is first. We'll just say this up top. Mamoswine completely destroys my team. Actually, I should probably go through RTK's team. The team that he could possibly be bringing would be any combination of 6 between Scizor, Thundurus, Politoed, Goodra, Kingdra, Amoonguss, Mamoswine, Frogadier, Honchkrow. This is the Rain team, but in my opinion, it's so much more than a Rain team now. He's got 2 to 3 Pokemon that really benefit from the Rain. The rest are just good Pokemon. So I'm not looking at it like I'm building for a Rain team, but I can't pretend that that's not a threat that exists. But there's one Pokemon on his roster that completely destroys my entire team. That Pokemon is Mamoswine. If you see my team, if you can see it over here on your left, I have a huge ice weakness. Okay, it's big. Gliscor, Noivern, Shaman, Rotom Fan, Gourgeist Small. That's 5. That's almost half my team. Then there's Pokemon that just don't really take hits very well at all. I'm being like Megacham, Drapion, Electivire, meh. And half of those are, weak to ground. Like an Earthquake is just going to bop Drapion and Electivire, and actually does more than 50% to Quagsire if it's Life Orb. So I'm fully expecting Mamoswine to basically destroy me this week, but I've done the best I can to counter that. But alright, that was his kind of team breakdown. Kingdra is also a decent threat, as well as Goodra. If either one of those two things are specs, I have nothing. But yeah, I don't expect this to be a long battle at all. I think this is going to be a quick battle. I think there's going to be a lot of kills because both of our teams do a lot of damage to each other. It's just about getting the right matchup. So yeah, we're going to start from the top. The first Pokemon that I'm bringing is going to be Electivire. Okay, here's why I'm bringing Electivire and what he has. So first off, he has the Choice Scarf, Motor Drive. I'm bringing him with Ice Punch, Low Kick, Volt Switch, and Fire Punch. He has max attack with an Adamant Nature, 244 in speed with 4 EVs in special attack and 8 EVs in HP. Why that's necessary, I don't know. It's not really too much, but that's the speed that I need to outspeed a Jolly Choice Scarfed Mamoswine. And the reason that I want to do that is because this Electivire is my lead. RTK basically leads with, he's led I think with 3 different things throughout the season. He leads with Thunderous a lot, that's what Ice Punch is there for, and the Scarf. Low Kick, it actually has a 50% chance or more than 50% chance to OHKO Mamoswine. So if he starts with Mamoswine to try and cause an immediate threat or just put up Stealth Rocks, then Electivire can body him. So the 2 most common leads for him are Thunderous as well as Mamoswine. And Electivire is there to basically, it's an anti-lead / hole puncher on his team. With this move coverage, I can do a lot of damage to his entire team. Not a whole lot of RTK's mons wants to switch in on an Ice Punch, and the ones that do don't want to take, you know, a Volt Switch or Electric Stab. I'm not bringing Thunder Punch, surprisingly, but I don't feel like I need it, as funny as that is against a Rain team, because I just don't think that that's going to be a matchup that ends up happening. Like, if he has a Politoed, he's not just going to stay in and let my Electivire attack it. So it's just not necessary. Fire Punches for Scizor. I have a lot of Ice and Fire coverage for this match. I think it's very necessary, because a mixture of Ice and Fire basically bodies his whole team. It's just about me being able to get a hit off on him before he destroys my mons. So this is the lead. This is the designated lead. I think last week also he led with Frogadier. I mean, if that happens, it's not going to take a Volt Switch super well. Either way, it's very good. It's very good. So that was the first thing off the bat. We'll get to switch-ins later. But actually no, we're not. We're going to get to it now. I'm just going to go in order of how I have them here. The other, I guess, creative set that I'm bringing is Noivern, and I finally get to explain in more detail as to why I accepted the trade from Shroomy for Tentacruel. I traded Tentacruel away, got Noivern, but Noivern didn't play last week because I was like, Noivern can be very helpful against RTK. I didn't know the specifics, I didn't know how, but I was like, I feel like this is a Pokemon that I want to bring against RTK. And I found a pretty good use for him. Noivern is going to be my Amoonguss counter. Who'da thunk it? So I'm bringing Safety Goggles Noivern with Frisk, because that's useful, and I'd really like to know what kind of Amoonguss it is when I do bring this thing in. This is going to have Draco Meteor, Hurricane, Heat Wave, and Roost. 88 HP, max special attack, modest, 4 EVs in special defense, and 164 EVs in speed. That is the amount of speed EVs that I do need to outspeed the fastest thing on his team that is not Scarfed, which is Thunderous. So I can't outspeed anything Scarfed or anything that is Swift Swim Kingdra. The only real Scarfer that he has is basically Mamoswine, and Mamoswine has Ice Shard regardless, which OHKOs Noivern, so that's really not a matchup that is going to end up happening anyway, so it wasn't necessary. Basically, this thing is for Amoonguss, and it's just there to be a fast revenge killer if Amoonguss is dead and Noivern needs to perform another role. I was going to have Solar Beam and Hurricane to take advantage of both the Sun and Rain. Spoilers for our next Pokemon. We'll get there. But yeah, I decided that Solar Beam doesn't really hurt anything. The only things that it hurts is Politoed, which when it comes in, it'll put up the rain, making Solar Beam going to take 2 turns to get it off, as well as Frogadier, which Frogadier isn't going to appreciate a Draco or a Hurricane. I'm bringing Hurricane on Noivern because with the rain up, it has, is it a 90% chance or 100% chance to hit? So if he does decide to bring rain, I want to be able to have a way to use that against him. And so Hurricane is one of those ways. Heat Wave is going to do a lot of damage in the sun, as well as it's good to hit, you know, Scizor. If I miss a Hurricane, I don't know, maybe it can hit Amoonguss as well. I don't know, I'll still probably go for Hurricane even if the rain's not up. And then I have Roost just for longevity. The only way that he's going to win the 1v1 matchup with Amoonguss versus me is if he Toxics me and just keeps me around for a while, but I think I can play around that. I think we'll be okay. But either way, that's Noivern. I'm very, very happy that I found a use for Noivern, and I really hope he puts in the work. I really think it can. Now, on to our next Pokemon is going to be Arcanine. Arcanine is kind of my crutch for the whole season. We know this. Arcanine comes basically every week. and he's being brought as a defensive one. I really didn't want to have to do this. At first I put a max special attack modest Arcanine, but instead I am going max HP, max defense, 4 in special attack, bold nature with a Heat Rock, Intimidate, Sunny Day, Morning Sun, Heat Wave, and Dragon Pulse. So basically this is my Scizor and Honchkrow counter. If it was just for Scizor, I could have run a specially attacking one, but then I figured that Arcanine can deal with Honchkrow very well as well. So that's how this came about, as well as I want to be able to set up the Sun. I'm not running a full Sun team. I just kind of want to run Sunny Day to disrupt him if he does bring rain. And Arcanine is going to be kind of like the main Sun setter. So that'll be fun. And then when Sunny Day is up, Morning Sun heals either 75% or 100. I think it's 75, as well as Synthesis on Shaman, but we'll get to that as well. Heat Wave, I think Oko Scizor. It really should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Dragon Pulse is just a nice stab. If he switches in Kingdra, it's just something to hit it as well. It just hits everything pretty neutrally. It's just good for when I predict the switch. So yeah, that's the thing. The next Pokemon, which is the only other Pokemon that is going to take advantage of the Sun, is going to be Shaman. Shaman, I'm really not convinced that this is the right set to bring. I really want to bring it more offensively, but this is the only way that I can switch into Kingdra. And so Shaman is being brought with leftovers, max special defense, max HP, calm nature with 4 in special attack with Seed Flare, Sunny Day, Growth, and Synthesis. I know that RTK is really scared of this Pokemon. If I ran an offensive one with like Seed Flare, Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, and things like that, like I could really do a lot of work to his team, but I think he's going to prepare for it very well. And I just really liked this set. This is something that I've wanted to bring against RTK for a while now. This is something that I've wanted to bring for a while, is the Seed Flare, Sunny Day, Growth, and Synthesis. With the Sun up, Growth increases my attack and special attack by 2 stages. Synthesis will recover my health by 75%, I believe. And Seed Flare is still just a good move to hit. The only thing this thing gets walled by is Sap Sipper Gudra. So that could be a thing, and if that is a thing, then it gets completely stopped. Everything else I can at least do some damage to. Honchkrow could probably deal with this thing very well as well, though. So we'll see. The ideal situation is that I can switch this thing in on Politoed. After the Politoed sets up the rain, I can switch in Shaman maybe as he switches out to Kingdra. If I have a max HP, if I have my Shaman at full health while he has his Kingdra at full health, I can set up a Sunny Day, and then I can kind of win that 1v1 matchup. And that's just probably my best opportunity. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is a good idea to bring, but it was either this or bringing Assault Vest Rotom Fan, and I didn't want to do that, so we have Shaman. Alright, and then the next Pokemon that we're bringing is going to be Medicham, the Mega Medicham. This thing is going to be max attack, max speed, adamant, 4 EVs, and special defense with Ice Punch, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, and Fake Out. I said I'm bringing a good amount of fire and ice coverage. Medicham is just here to punch holes. Because RTK's team is just naturally slow, Medicham is going to be able to do damage to a lot of things. Of course, I think a timid max speed Frogadier will outspeed me. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't know. I just think the Adamant is the way to go. It does the most damage. Nothing appreciates, a Fake Out with a combination of then a Fire Punch or Ice Punch. So I should be able to do a lot of damage. I'm really worried about Gudra, and I think this thing is just something that can revenge kill a Gudra. I think a mixture of Fake Out and Ice Punch actually kills a Gudra if it's not physically defensive. Which I wouldn't be surprised if RTK brings. He's going to bring a lot of trolly stuff. He's going to bring a lot of ridiculous off-the-wall stuff to throw me off my game. But I'm expecting it. I'm expecting him to bring, I don't know, Parasong Politoed, something with Attract, something, I have no idea. He's probably just going to bring the most ridiculous stuff, because that's just how he is. And every time I've battled RTK, he's completely bodied me. But this is different, hopefully. But yeah, so Medicham does take out a lot. Medicham is not going to be switched in on anything. I will not switch into Medicham. It is strictly a revenge killer, basically. That is the goal for Medicham. Alright, so the last Pokemon I'm bringing is, of course, my Kyurem. Now, Kyurem is basically climbing his way up the MVP charts. He's done so much work. I could have gotten 2 extra kills with him last week, but I didn't because I wasn't paying attention. I really need to pay attention to speeds, and if 2 people are switching out, I need to really take notice as to which is switching out first. Now, I've brought basically every Kyurem under the sun other than a physical one, which I'm still not bringing this week. The reason being is because I still, with the other 5 Pokemon, had no switch-ins to Mamoswine. If he doesn't start off with Mamoswine and he brings it in, everything dies. Everything on my team dies, except for physically defensive Kyurem. Kyurem, yes, is being brought with 248 HP, max defense, bold nature, 8 EVs and special attack with the leftovers and Focus Blast, Roost, Ice Beam, and Draco Meteor. That basically allows me to switch in on a Mamoswine and use Focus Blast right back, and that's basically the plan for that. Ice Beam and Draco Meteor are just there for other coverage. Ice Beam, again, does a decent amount to most of RTK's team, and what Ice Beam doesn't touch, Draco Meteor will do a lot of damage to. Even without having an attack investment, it still does a lot. We saw especially defensive Kyurem put in some work against somebody, I don't remember, I think that was Shoddy maybe. Like, we've seen defensive Kyurem put in work, and I think this one can still maybe pick up a kill or 2, and I think it's going to be an annoyance for any physical attackers on his team. So yeah, we're going to see how this one goes. I'm really not sure if this is going to be the best for me, but I am going to try my best. I do have the motivation. I am driven to try and win, because I really want to end the season with a winning record. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to stop rambling on. That's my team. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comment section below about my team, and let's get on to the battle. Alright guys, we are into the battle. I am just accepting the challenge from RTK. We are doing this live, and I am starting to get really, really nervous. I was feeling not really nervous at all, but now I really am, because, PPL battle nerves are a thing. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, like I said, we just need to keep a steady head and do the best we can. I don't know if this is going to turn out into a victory. I don't know what's going to happen, but we are about to find out. So, I am expecting RTK to bring a lot of just random stuff. I have my calcs open. I have my calcs ready. Let's actually get that ready, because I'm going to lead Electivire basically regardless of anything. So, let me just make sure that that did go in correctly. Yes, everything is in the way it should be. So let's start the battle. I should probably keep my stylus out instead of putting it back in my DS. Let's go ahead and take a picture of this nice and clean team. Alright, so there is no Thundurus, there is only Mamoswine. There is also a Scizor, Honchkrow, Goodra, Politoed, Kingdra. Alright. Kingdra, Goodra are threats. Of course Mamoswine is a threat. I mean, and as long as Arcanine is alive, I can deal with the Scizor and Honchkrow. So yeah. Alright. I see no reason not to lead with Electivire. He didn't bring a Moongus, so that is a bit annoying. The Noivern, his safety goggles are kind of wasted now. But, alright. I'm not questioning it. I'm going to go with Electivire, because I don't know what he could start out with. Nothing really wants to deal with Electivire right off the bat. So that is probably the best thing. Alright, so I don't even have much to say. I'm just going to focus 100% on the battle. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this live or not, but this is a pretty important battle, so hey, we're doing it live. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to start out with Electivire. He is going to start out with Remember Me, the Mamoswine. I have to go for the low kick. I have to go for the low kick. Low kick does so much to Mamoswine, and I am the choice scarf, so he cannot outspeed me with anything he wants to do. If I take this out turn 1, if I take this thing out turn 1, you better believe I am going to be so happy. Oh my gosh, I totally predicted his lead. Oh my goodness. Alright, alright. He's going to switch out. This is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. I don't know. He could be Focus Sash going for Stealth Rocks, or he could be Scarf trying to take me out with an Earthquake. That is a Focus Sash. Alright. And he used Icicle Spear. That's not going to do much to Electivire. Oh, wait. Okay, it only hit 2 times. Unfortunately for me, I am choiced. He doesn't know that, but I don't really want to switch into Mamoswine either, so I kind of have to go for a low kick. I was not able to take this thing out turn 1. That is pretty annoying, but Mega Medicham can come in at any time and just fake out this thing and kill it. So it's less of a threat, and I still have my switch into Mamoswine. Hold on, though. Mamoswine at level 50. How much will an Icicle Spear do to my Kyurem? My Kyurem was my switch-in, but, like, if Icicle Spear... Holy crap, hold up. Icicle Spear. Right off the bat, he did something ridiculous. 3 hits from an Icicle Spear. Hold on, can I change... Alright. 5 hits from an Icicle Spear does 45 to 58.4% to my Kyurem. But he goes into Scissor. That's not a problem. That does a decent amount. Not gonna lie. And we're just gonna go right into our Arcanine. That is our Scissor check. So I expect him to bring Choice Banded Scissor. I don't really see a reason for him not to bring that. It destroys my team once Arcanine is gone. It really, really does. So, go ahead and get Arcanine up in here. Was that a Bug Bite? That is Life Orb. Alright, so he is Life Orb. Alright, so now we know that. Now. I kind of predict the Politoed to come in. But what if he doesn't? I think I might have to go for... I want to set up a Sunny Day, but if Politoed comes... Politoed... No, if he switches out, the rain gets set up first. I'm going for Sunny Day. The rain gets set up first. There it is. Yes, holy crap. Here we go. We are going to get off the sun. This is fantastic. And then I'm going to go right into Shaman. I have no reason not to. I can switch that in on Politoed. And the sun is up. Actually, alright. This is going to be kind of weird. Politoed. Alright, let's just say that it's... Alright, if the sun is up, Scald is not doing much. Even if he's max attack. Unfortunately, I can't do much back to him either. So I think I am going to indeed switch into Shaman. I am going to switch into Shaman. I can't believe we got that off. That's great. Unfortunately for me, I actually might be able to get up a Growth. The only thing he can do is double switch into Mamoswine, and that's about the only thing that... Yeah. Him double switching into Mamoswine right now is the only thing that stops me from growing for a Growth this next turn. Like I said, you know, we have to keep constant pressure. We need to keep the upper hand of this battle. We cannot continue to just be on the defensive. Yeah. And so far we have so much initiative, it's ridiculous. And speaking of initiative, once Mamoswine is dead, I can Volt Switch all over the place with Electivire. So I outspeed, of course. I need to keep track of speeds. He goes for the Ice Beam. So, let's find out. Okay. So that's not doing that much. That is not doing that much. So, Mr. Ice Beam, I just want to find out, is that normal for a defensive Politoed to be doing against Shaman? I just want to find out if this thing is defensive or offensive, honestly, as fast as I can. So I'm going to think that did a decent amount, but I'm really not sure. I think that might be offensive, actually. Either way, I'm going to go for the growth. I don't think he... Oh, well, dang it. Okay, moisturizer. That is the Gudra. Oh, that could be Sap Sipper. He has to have Sap Sipper on that thing. Do I test it out? I'd also be able to find out what kind of Gudra this is. Alright. If it is an Assault Vest set... Yo, if he has Fire Blast... Would he have Fire Blast? I don't know that he would. Sludge Bomb doesn't do that much, so Sludge Bomb does about that much. Ice Beam probably isn't going to do much more. If he's Specs, then we're probably... I need to go for the Seed Flare. I need to test A, if this is Sap Sipper, and B, if this is like an Assault Vest or Specs or something. He's probably expecting me to switch out, so maybe we can catch him on a double switch. But he doesn't know that I don't know. Okay. It is Sap Sipper. If he brought a physical Gudra, this is a problem. Nope, he goes for the Flamethrower. That's going to do a lot. Alright. That was a crit. Crit mattered a little bit, but honestly, regardless of what happened, I was going to switch out this turn anyway. Based on that damage, I would say this is probably just an Assault Vest. Let's just replace Fire Blast with Flamethrower, and he got a crit, so... Oh, 100%. I don't even know if this is fully special attacking. Alright, so even still, we know he has Flamethrower. I want to see... See, Arcanine can't take a Draco, but it can take anything else. And I knew I didn't really have many switches into Gudra, which is a problem. Electivire isn't taking anything from where it's at. I still need Kyurem around. I'm going to have to risk it for the Biscuit and just go into Arcanine. I don't really have a great switch in here. So as long as he doesn't go for the Draco Meteor, he goes for a Flamethrower, that's good. So now I can either heal up here, or I can predict his switch into Politoed and go into Noivern? I don't know if I'm that real. Alright, I need to think about this. I could... He might know that I can't do anything to him. But I could go for the Dragon Pulse. That's probably not going to be the best solution. My gut is telling me to switch into Noivern. My gut is also saying that if he might go for an Ice Beam, predicting me to switch into Shaman on his Politoed. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go for the Morning Sun. I need to see what this thing's doing. I think he went for Ice Beam. Dragon Pulse. So I don't think he has Draco Meteor then. And Dragon Pulse does less than half. That means no matter what, I can switch in on this thing. I also outspeed. So he doesn't have speed investments, because I don't have speed investments either. Now might be the time to Dragon Pulse back. I don't think he's going to have Dragon Tail. Dragon Pulse is what he has. I think he got a low roll there, actually. But I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. I do need to get some damage off on something. That does literally nothing. That does literally nothing. Alright, Morning Sun it is. I have to. He could definitely predict this and just switch out. The thing is I have recovery and he doesn't. I should have brought a status move. Oh my goodness. Meh. Alright, I'm checking out something. Regular Medicham. I know I said I wouldn't switch in Medicham into anything, but if that is the only thing that I can switch into here, Dragon Pulse does not take it out. The sun is not up, so Flamethrower will not take it out. I think I have to go into Medicham. And then a mixture of Fake Out and Ice Punch is easily going to take it out. I have to do it. I have to do it. Mega Medicham. He does go for the Dragon Pulse. That is not going to take me out. It is going to do a good chunk. But now he doesn't have anything that wants to take a Fake Out. So I'm going to get my free Mega off and I'm going to Fake him out. Alright. I don't know how I feel about this. I still don't feel like he's max special attack. I'm not sure. He could be. If he is max special attack, then he's definitely getting a lot of low rolls. But I don't know. Ice Punch is a guaranteed OHKO? That doesn't sound right. Either way, he's going to have to decide what he wants to take on this Medicham, and the answer is not a whole lot. He really doesn't have much, and unless he brought a Scarfer, or, well, no, JK. Sucker Punch from Honchkrow will definitely take me out. So that's basically his switch in here. That basically has to be a switch in. Unless he wants to sack off Mamoswine, which... Okay, he goes into the Politoed. Risking the fact that I could have Thunder Punch, I guess? Oh, wait a minute. Kingdra. Kingdra's gonna come in. Kingdra can take whatever it wants from me. Okay, that didn't do that much. Oh no, that's about normal for a physically defensive Politoed. I may have to be really risky here. I'm gonna outspeed him. I'm gonna have to be kind of risky here. I think he's gonna go into Kingdra, or he could try and Scald me. Drain Punch does a good amount to Kingdra. I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch. He stays in, so he could be going for a Scald to try and get the burn. And if he gets that, that's really bad. He goes for Surf. Okay, he does not take me out. And I know Politoed does not get any form of priority, so I have to Drain Punch again. That did a lot of damage. Holy crap. Surf. I think that's still actually normal damage from a defensive Politoed. Yeah, it is. He went into UMAD, the Scissor. And he can't take that. Maybe he wanted a clean switch into Kingdra and figured that was the best thing to sack off. But, hey, Medicham, I think that's his first kill since being on our team. And there it is, the Kingdra. Alright, so now, yeah, if this is just a regular UU Rain Sweeper, let's just assume he has Ice Beam as well. Yeah, he can kill me with a lot of things right now. I could... Shaman is not at great HP right now. Unfortunately for me. Unfortunately for me, Shaman is not at great HP. And everything... Shaman was going to be my Kingdra switch-in. And, everything outspeeds it and kind of bodies it. But what do I do once I sack Shaman off? I mean, I can come back in and fake out, and then what? It just destroys me. I can go into Electivire and see how much that does. Electivire. It's not going to do much. Low kick does the most, actually. I have to sack off Shaman, and then we'll figure it out from there. We'll figure it out from there. He went for the Draco Meteor. I avoided it. Holy crap. Just in case he misses again or switches out now, I'm going to Synthesis up. However, if he has Ice Beam, he should go for it. Draco is going to take me out. He wouldn't have a reason to switch out. I am kind of sacking this thing off, but it's... Wow, the Draco Meteor. I do need to find out if this thing is Life Orb, though. If it's not Life Orb, it may be Specs. I don't have much to deal with Kingdra at all. Does have the Ice Beam, and it is going to go for it. That's a dead Shaman. Shaman's going to die to the Kingdra. He was really, really scared of Shaman. I know that for a fact. That is Life Orb. So now we know what we're dealing with. I think I have to go into Electivire. And I need to stall out rain turns. That's the problem. I'm gonna go into Electivire. I can't really go for the Volt Switch, honestly. And it said, the calc is saying that Low Kick does the most to it. Volt Switch doesn't do that much. Ice Punch does more than Volt Switch. That actually does make sense. I am going to have to go for the Low Kick. I don't even know if a Scarfed Electivire outspeeds a Swift Swim Kingdra. I'm going to assume it doesn't. But I don't actually know. I could just be sacking this thing off as well. And that's really not good. I want to get some damage off. That has... Oh, with the... Oh, I do outspeed. No, I don't. What? I didn't outspeed. Oh, wait, because I'm looking at it wrong. When there's... oh, I was looking at the wrong thing, yeah. Alright, but now he's -2. -2 special attack. I think, let me see. I think Kira might be the way to go here, then. Draco Meteor is a guaranteed OHKO on him. I have to switch into Kyurem. He's going to know that he can't take me out. I don't know if he wants to get off damage or not. But I have to go for the Draco Meteor. I really hate that he's forcing me into these I have to go for situations, because that's not a good sign. If I want to win this battle, I can't be put in that situation over and over and over. However, he may, if he lets his Kingdra go down, then we're still okay. He is going to switch out. Something is going to take a lot from a Draco Meteor. And that is going to do not a whole lot. Alright, Goodra, now we're back to here. We're back to this again. And then at -2, I'm not doing anything. At -2 special defense, I'm doing literally nothing. Draco does do a little bit. And he doesn't have Draco Meteor, he has Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse does a lot still. So here I have to go into my Arcanine. And I have to try and heal up. I should have, hold on. What has actually died already? I don't even know. The rain stopped. He has one Pokemon dead, and that's the Scizor. Politoed isn't dead yet. This basically sucks for us. If he doesn't have any ways to heal, if he doesn't have Rest on this Goodra, which I don't know if he would because he's Sap Sipper and he's not Hydration, then I can win the 1v1 matchup. He's going to go for the Dragon Pulse. Alright, we need to pay attention to how much this is doing. So 143 to 70. I have to go for another Morning Sun. I can Dragon Pulse the turn after. He's going to stall me out of Morning Suns. I'm going to go for a Sunny Day here. Because he doesn't show any signs of switching out. And then that way I can use less Morning Suns. Kind of. Because it's going to heal so much of my health. But if he gets some random crit at any turn of this, this is I think that would basically seal the game for him. I think that would seal the game for him. I'm surprised he's not switching out into something else. Maybe he just doesn't have anything to do with this Arcanine. But either way, he doesn't show any signs of being able... What the... Oh, there's the crit. Are you kidding me? Now I have to Morning Sun again. I did not need that. Thankfully, that came this turn and not last turn. So the match is still salvageable. How much PP does Dragon Pulse have? Actually, I should know. I have it on my Arcanine. Come on now. Let's not ask stupid questions. Mine has 16. I don't remember if that's fully PP'd up or not. I think it is. If he runs out of Dragon Pulses, that would be pretty great for me, honestly. Which is going to have to happen soon. Also, fun fact... Honchko's going to destroy me once I'm out of Morning Suns.
So I don't really know what to do about that. How much... Hold on. You know what? You know what I haven't even looked at? Our custom set Arcanine. If the sun is up, does Heat Wave do more? No, Dragon Pulse still does more than Heat Wave. Just figured I'd check. Alright, so I'm at full health now. There's another Dragon Pulse. I mean, he's using like 2 Dragon Pulses for every 1 Morning Sun I'm using. He has to be out of them soon. And once he's out of them, then what? I think I might be on my last Morning Sun. I am. That really sucks. I hope he's out of Dragon Pulses soon. He might switch out once he's out of Dragon Pulses and use this as Death Fodder later. Or he's just gonna rest and I cry forever. I don't know how we're gonna win. I knew this was gonna be a really hard battle to win. And it's definitely proving to be that. I think he's out of Dragon Pulses. That took him a while. That took him a while to think of something. No, he's not. Alright, we have to go for broke now. I don't have a switch into Dragon Pulse, unfortunately. I really wish I did. I just wish I had more special defense on my team in general. I just didn't have it for this match. And the things that I can have special defense on, like Arcanine can't do much back to the Scoodra. Especially defensive Arcanine still isn't taking on Kingdra. There's so many ways in which this is a bad matchup for me. But at the same time, like, I don't feel like I'm playing badly. So, I mean, if at any point during this match you guys have seen something very obvious that I should have done instead of what I did do, definitely point it out to me. As I'm playing this through, I don't feel bad about anything that I've done. I just don't have anything for what he has, and that was the problem in team building. It just is what it is. But he is taking a lot of time to think about what he wants to do. He has to be out of Dragon Pulses. There's no way he's not. What is his 4th move? Or I don't know. He could have what? Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, what? Ice Beam, and who knows what. I don't know what else would be there. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. I am going to go for Dragon Pulse. What is he going to go for? Oh, I got a crit. Well, that happened. Now he can bring in Politoed and then sweep the rest of my team with Kingdra? Well, the Sunlight faded, so I can just go for Sunny Day again if he brings in Politoed right here. So that's a good thing. Boom, 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 da, 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 da. And now we wait. So, yeah, he could go into Politoed to try and do that, but he knows I have Sunny Day. He might just go into Mamoswine, because Mamoswine can body the rest of my team. He doesn't know that I have a physically defensive Kyurem to take that on. So, from his point of view, Mamoswine, yeah, Mamoswine's going to be his best switch. But I have Kyurem for this. So even, and especially because I was calcing Earthquakes. So a Mamoswine, an Earthquake from a Mamoswine against Kyurem is not going to do much, actually. And by not much, I mean, yeah, like not much at all. He does go for Earthquake. That's going to do 29 to 34%. Oh wait, is this Jolly? That might... Oh yeah, this is Jolly. Alright, so he's adamant then. Easily. So now... I go for Ice Beam. He withdrew. Is Ice Beam going to kill this thing? I kind of hope it doesn't. It doesn't. The problem is I can't bring in Arcanine to set up the sun, because he can just spam Surf. I really feel like he's going to stay in, because I can just go for a Draco Meteor right now, and that one-shots Kingdra. I'm going to go for a Roost to kind of scout what he's going to do. I think he's just going to go for Surf. He does not switch out. He goes for Endeavor. Yo, that's not okay. I think he beats me here. I think he beats me, because then he can just bring in Kingdra. If I roost up here and he goes into Kingdra, he wins. If I kill this thing, he brings in Kingdra and he wins. Do I risk going for the Draco right now? Would he switch out? I feel like I need to go for the Draco, but I feel like that's the wrong decision. I don't know if I made the wrong decision or not. I roosted up. That was the right decision. He's not going to straight switch into his Kingdra. He might just spam Endeavor until... Okay, he's going to Surf. Alright. At the very least, I'm stalling out rain turns. I don't know if he realizes that or not. I think he might just go for an Endeavor again, so I could Roost. Just to stall out another rain turn. Or he could figure that I'm just not... Or maybe he's going to see the Roost and I should go for the Draco this turn. He hasn't been switching out very much at all, though. Like, at all, with anything. Is he ballsy enough to switch into Kingdra right now? Alright, let's see if we can find a safe middle ground play. I think I found one. Because if we go for Ice Beam, that does a decent amount to Kingdra, enough to where Fake Out's not going to take it out from Mega Medicham still. I'm going to Roost to stall out rain turns. I think he's going to switch out. No, he didn't. Okay, we're still doing good. Still stalling out the rain turns. Not even bad. He's going to go for an Endeavor again. And again, we're just caught in this cycle of what is he going to do. I need to stall out another rain turn. I really do. I think this is 4. This could be 5. I can't let the Kingdra come in. Ice Beam might be the safe middle ground play. I feel like I might need to Roost. I have to Roost. He withdrew. I should have went for Draco. Nah, knew it. Or I should have went for Ice Beam. Yep. The one time that I didn't think about it as much as I should have. Kieran gets sacked off now. I basically wait for him to miss a Draco or see if I can live long enough for the rain to stall out. And his Politoed's still alive, so he can do this all over again. Well, hold on. Alright, hold on. He's at -2. So now we just need to see some things. What do I go into? What do I go into? Not Metacham Mega. I'm basically seeing how much damage -2 Kingdra is going to do to all of my team. Draco Meteor is going to kill my Metacham. And I believe Surf is probably going to do a lot to Arcanine. Alright, so... Oh my gosh, it's not. Arcanine, you beast. Arcanine can take on a -2 Kingdra. So now, he doesn't want to switch anything in. Dragon Pulse is going to do a lot. I can't Morning Sun, unfortunately. And afterwards, he's probably going to outspeed if he has speed investments. Oh, I can't Morning Sun at all. I'm out of them. I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. If he wants to save this, he will. I avoided. I would have lived that. That would have been damage that I can't heal back. I don't have leftovers or Morning Sun. But there's that. Kingdra dies to Fake Out now. I have to go for another Dragon Pulse. I don't think he's going to sack this thing off, so I need to do damage to whatever he brings in. He is actually going to go for the Draco again. It's going to do 38 to 46, so I am going to live this. Kingdra cannot sweep my team anymore. Mamoswine, on the other hand, can. No, it can't. Hold on. Arcanine killed Kingdra. Kingdra is down, and the rain stopped. Politoed can set up the rain one more time, but he doesn't have anything left to take advantage of it. He has Honchkrow, he has this Mamoswine, and he has the Politoed. I think Honchkrow still beats my team. I think Honchkrow still beats me. Honchkrow. Yeah. Hold on, level. I mean, it takes out Arcanine at this range, of course. The question is, does it... Brave Bird kills Noivern, but I would outspeed that. Sucker Punch won't kill me. Draco Meteor. Alright, so this is just going to come down to a lot of crazy stuff right now. I'm going to Dragon Pulse. He can do whatever. And now, I have to go into Metacham and Fake Out. And then, now, the only way he wins is if he switches out. Wait a minute. Alright, so if I go for Fake Out, and he switches into Honchkrow predicting that, and then proceeds to sweep me, then he can win. But he might switch into Politoed to sack it off. I need to see something. Medicham. Sorry, not Medicham. You are a Mega Medicham. I forget that I need to keep typing that in. Fake Out does a decent amount. Drain Punch. I'm going to... Wow, Drain Punch Oko's it. I think I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. If he switches out something to sack it off, then that's a thing. He does withdraw. Is he going to sack off the Politoed? He is going to sack off the Politoed. So that's a thing. Alright. If he has... If he has Ice Shard on the Mamoswine, I lose, yeah. Hey, this has been pretty close, but I don't see how I can win this. Wait, Moxie. Moxie is a thing. After +1, he can totally take out my Noivern with a Sucker Punch. I'm not even going to calc that. I know that to be true. But either way, yeah, he's going to go for the Brave Bird. And then if he has... I mean, I can take him out. I can take him out with Noivern. Maybe. Sucker Punch is going to kill me, and that is going to be the battle. So, that's a great game, RTK. Fantastic, fantastic game. There's nothing. He outsped. He's a scarfed. He's a scarfed Honchkrow. And I'm a dead Noivern. So, that was a great game. I think I played the best that I could. I just didn't have for what he brought, so there's really nothing else that I can say. Lost 2-0. That means that we will not end the season with a winning record, even if we win next week. The best we can end with is a 5-6 record. I just didn't have the team. I knew that going into this, and yeah, we gave it our best, but it just wasn't enough in the end. He definitely... Yeah, he had the matchup and he executed well, I think. So, yep, not sure if there was anything really better I could have done. I think we played perfectly fine. And yeah, so that is the battle against RTK. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed watching this. Go ahead, leave all your thoughts in the comments or whatever. Next week is going to be the final week of the PPL. I'm very, very sad, very upset. But that is going to be against the Don Fanatic and the Tottenham Hot Esper. I haven't looked at his team too much. I think we have a decent chance of winning. I think it's a pretty even matchup, honestly. I think it could go either way. So I'm definitely going to have to put in the work. I really want to end the season off on a strong note. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Thanks for watching. And... well, excuse me, and until the next time, guys, stay sly.